Every time you are saying yes to something that is unaligned with your purpose, you are automatically saying no to your peace, to your progress, to your purpose, and to your overall fulfillment. I wrote something here that I want to share with you on the power of saying no, on the power of creating both mental and physical boundaries around your progress. See, the power to transform your life might not be in doing more. Most times we think it is in doing more things around the house, more things around your job, more things. But I've discovered in my life that the power to transform one or two areas of my life is not necessarily in me doing more, but it might be in refusing to do what is not mine to carry. And that is exactly what I want you to think about. The power to transform your life might not be in doing more, but it might be in refusing what is not yours to carry, in just saying no to the load, to the burden, to the distress that is not yours to carry. We will talk about the quiet, underrated, but I believe life-saving power of saying no. The power of saying no. Saying no is not about rejection. All right, that is what I've been able to learn in sales, that because a customer says no to my offer, it's not that they are rejecting me. It's possible that their budget is not within the scope of what I'm offering, or they don't just like my offer. But most times we personalize no as if it means we as a person are being rejected. So you need to understand that whenever you hear no or you say no, you are not just pushing out rejection. It's not about rejection. It is about protection. The customer is protecting him or herself against something that I'm offering. That is why I need to polish my value, do more on my hook, present my offer well, and make sure they go through my funnel in order for them to eventually buy without thinking that they are buying. But today is not a masterclass in sales, but it is a masterclass in life. When you say no, it is not about you rejecting people. It is about you protecting something that you think is more valuable than the burden of saying yes, than the favor that your yes will bring to them. Do you understand me? So it's important for you to know that it is not about getting or being difficult. It is not about being difficult at all. It is not about being selfish. It is not about being disconnected with people. It is about choosing yourself, your peace, your progress, your purpose. It is about choosing what aligns with your focus, what aligns with your energy, what aligns with your own values. You see, it is not about you saying, oh, I don't want to connect with this set of people. It's not about you saying, no, I want to be selfish. It's not about you just proving difficult. No, it is about you choosing what aligns with your focus, with your value system, with your purpose, and with your progress in life. So it is important that you remember and you remind yourself that when you say no with purpose, you are not pushing people away from you. You're not doing that at all. You are pulling your best self towards yourself, and you are pulling your best self, or pushing even your best self forward when you say no. It's not about pushing people away. Don't let anybody emotionally blackmail you. Don't let anybody attempt to blackmail you with that oh, you keep saying, are you pushing me away? No, it's not about you pushing anyone away. Do you understand me? It is about you pulling yourself, the best self that you want to be. You are pulling it forward. All right, you are pulling it forward. That is how I want you to think about purposeful no. That is how I want you to think this week about saying no in purpose. See, these are the 5 key insights that I want us to talk about in the next couple of minutes. No is a full sentence. I know you've heard that over and over again, that when you say no, it's a complete statement. You don't need to explain. And that is true. I'm reminding you that that is true. No is a full sentence. You don't owe anyone an explanation for honoring your own capacity. You don't owe anyone an explanation for honoring your progress, for honoring your purpose, for honoring your divine assignment. You don't owe anybody any explanation. So you need to remember that no is a full sentence. Saying no doesn't need any form of drama. You don't need to say no and be maybe agitated in saying no. Just smile and say no. It just needs you to be clear. When you are very clear about what you want, saying no doesn't need to be dramatic. You just say no. Do you want to come along to this picnic that I just organized for a few friends? No. Why? Because I don't want to. No. Do you understand? Because they will probe further. So highest level of explanation is just tell them, I don't want to. I have more things to do. Do you understand me? But if they want to probe further, you have the power to remain silent. Just say, no, my no should be enough. And some friends and some family members will not understand. Some will. And that is the power of building boundaries over time. After a while, they will come to acknowledge and accept you like that. And if they don't, they will move. Do you understand me? So it's important for you to know that you don't need too much drama when you say no, because no is a full statement. The more you justify your no, and that is where the problem is. The more you justify your no, the more you are giving power away. The more you are giving your power away, you are giving away the power that you claimed that you have. You need to learn not to over-explain yourself. You need to learn not to over-explain yourself. No is a decision. No is a decision. It's not a negotiation. It is a decision. And that is where most of us make this mistake. We negotiate when we say no. We think we are making a decision, but the moment you say no and they said why, you start explaining yourself, and before you know it, they convince you that your no is not strong. That is why you need to be rooted in your value enough for you to be able to say, see, I'm not going, or I'm not coming, or I'm not doing that. No is a full statement. No is a decision. You don't say no as a form of negotiation. No, it's a decision. Also, boundaries, let me say this first. Saying no builds trust. And that is where most people miss it. I was still talking to a friend yesterday that, see, the problem I always have with you is you don't learn how to say no, even to me. And that is why I cannot trust you, because you've proven over time that you are not reliable. That thing hurts him. He keeps getting agitated whenever I mention that. I say, see, it's borderline as if you are lying to me. It's because you cannot say no to everybody that calls you for help, calls you to do this or do that. You always say yes, and then you forget. I get it that you forget, but I will hold you to your words, because that is what men do. Do you understand me? So saying no is how you can also build trust. When you say no, it builds trust. Not just with other people, but you trust yourself. You'll be able to even trust yourself. Why? Because you've built your value system in such a way that you can say no in a healthy way. Every time you agree to something that violates your peace, every time you agree to something that violates your progress, you betray your own word. You betray yourself. You are betraying your soul, and you don't want to do that. But when you say no to the wrong thing, this wrong thing might not be wrong for them, but it's wrong for you. Do you understand me? Wrong can be relative most of the time. So when you say no to the wrong thing, you are building the self-trust. All right, you are building self-trust, and that is the most important foundation for your confidence. If you think you lack confidence, it is because you don't trust yourself. And the one key way for you to trust yourself more is saying no purposefully. The person you need to keep your word to primarily is yourself. And when you learn to say no, you are saying yes to yourself more, and you are building trust. Not only with other people, but with yourself. Also, boundaries are not walls. Don't let anybody manipulate you to think, yeah, you're just building walls around yourself. You don't want anybody in. Okay, that might be true, but not absolutely true, because boundaries are not walls. Most times they are bridges to better relationships. When I know what you don't like, and you know what I will not tolerate or accept, then we are able to understand each other. We are able to build a better relationship, and that is what I believe boundaries are. People respect those who respect their boundaries, and that is one thing that you need to develop: self-respect. And the way you can develop enough grit, enough self-respect is when you create boundaries and you honor those boundaries. Saying no actually clarifies the relationship that you have with people. You are able to clarify the relationship with who values you, who uses you, and who grows with you. You'll be able to know that this person, he or she only uses me. Oh, this person is growing with me. Oh, this person truly values me. And that is how you can know. You cannot know when you operate a borderless form of lifestyle. You have to build boundaries, and that is how you have to, that is what will help you to build bridges for a better relationship. Healthy boundaries will invite healthy connections. The people that will not respect your boundaries, that means they are not supposed to be in your life. You need to learn that. These people that are not honoring my boundaries, I think they are not meant to be in my life. So you'll find healthier connections that will respect your healthy boundaries. All right. And this week I want you to go with this thought process. Protecting focus is a discipline. No, it's not a personality trait, because if you don't protect your focus by building some no mechanisms around your life, you will not be able to achieve anything. Protecting your focus is a discipline. It's not something that you are born with as if, oh, this is one of my personality, I protect my focus. No, it's something that you have to do over and over and over again until you check out of this beautiful space that is called life. So it's important for you to know that you cannot achieve anything tangible, any deep work, if you are constantly saying yes to everyone. If you're constantly saying yes to every distractions over there, if you're constantly saying yes to every obligations they throw at you, if you're constantly saying yes to all the guilt trips because people will want to get their way with you. So it's important for you to learn how to protect your focus. So it takes discipline. It takes discipline. Saying no will make space for enough yeses, for you to say yes to important things, for you to say yes to things that will truly move your life forward. And finally, this week, it's important for you to know that no is the oxygen of purpose. Purpose feeds on your nose. Purpose feeds on your nose. No is the oxygen of purpose. When I say purpose feeds on your nose, my thought was nose, so don't mind me. All right, use this opportunity to like, use this opportunity to comment, use this opportunity to share, use this opportunity to subscribe to this channel. It doesn't take anything away from you. It is free. You're not paying anything other than a click of a button. And find the notification bell, click it so that anytime I drop value, you are able to be the first person to get it, to watch it, to transform your own life. All right, so do that right now. Thank you for your attention. All right, so it's important for you to know that no is the oxygen of purpose. All right, dreams suffocate under the pressure of constantly pleasing people. You suffocate your dream when you have constantly been pressured to please people, to be at peace with this one, to not to ruffle any feathers. You are putting your enough pressure on your dreams. You are putting too much pressure on your purpose, and I don't think you want to do that. I don't think that will add value to you. The more purposeful your vision becomes, the more selective your yes must be. When you are driven towards a particular vision, and that vision is clear and purposeful, you will discover that you start selecting who and what you say yes to. And that is exactly how I want you to go into your week. If you don't choose your priorities, see, someone else will help you choose your priorities. And that is why I'm saying be purposeful in your nose, because you'll be able to, that is you choosing your own priority. If you don't choose your priority, someone else will definitely choose. So as we go this week, I want you to ask yourself this: what are you currently saying yes to that is quietly draining you? What are you currently saying yes to that is quietly draining your peace, draining your purpose, draining your progress, draining your mind? And what could happen if you said no to that thing, to those things, or to that thing? I want you to think about this question and answer them truthfully. Give yourself this gift of space. Give yourself the gift of clarity. Give yourself the gift of focus this week. Start saying no, not to reject other people, but to respect yourself. Go ahead this week and say no to some couple of things, and you will see that you start saying yes to most important things in your life. Thank you, and I will talk to you next week. Bye for now.